Considering how many people now own iPads just for gaming, it was only fair of us to finally start providing footage from both iPad and iPhone releases of Universal games. However, we'd like to know how you feel about the changes. Is there anything we could be doing to make things better for you? Keep in mind, price tracking and scores are handled by our site. Let's jump into the Friday news wrap-up for the 13th of July, 2012. Having recently watched a complete retrospective on the Ultima PC RPG series, I feel the idea of having multiple people attempting to become the Avatar seem a little more than weird. But then again, Ultima Forever is going to be an MMORPG, and it wouldn't be the first time a game like this has made no sense. The real point here is that the free-to-play MMO will have a Diablo-ish feel to the gameplay, and whether you play on the PC or the iPad, you'll be able to play together. Sign-ups for a closed beta are currently available, and we'll let you know when we have more info. Speaking of old-school RPGs, developer Eric Kincaid has been working on a CRPG title for old-school fans of the genre to enjoy. Sure, it's a bit of a niche product, but I'm already digging the minimalistic style of the game's visuals and control scheme. What used to take an entire keyboard to play has been reduced to a handful of buttons and swipes. It's not really a first for the App Store, what with games like Undercroft and Descend RPG already being available, but if you prefer the retro touch, Questlord should be out late this summer. Raptorsoft is the kind of developer I've come to believe is worth taking a chance on. Almost every single release has been fun to play, and the Solomon series has remained one of my steadfast favourites ever since picking up Keep when it first came out. The latest in the series, Dark, has been announced, and while it has a lot in common with Boneyard, there's a lot of new gameplay features, including summoning, to take into account. Along with this, most of the back catalogue of titles from Raptorsoft are going to be overhauled with Retina display graphics, amongst other things. A full list of features for Dark is in the links below. Before you start to worry about the oversimplification of iOS games, I should point out that the upcoming release of Alien Breed by Team 17 is slated to contain levels from both the original Alien Breed and the Special Edition, as well as a brand new Convergence. Arcade controls will be available for those who happen to have them, and if you're a fan of the original titles, you can turn on the Amiga-style graphics or stick with the updated Retina ones. In-app purchases will be available, but we won't know how much they impact the game until we see them in action. Due sometime in August. The good old Slingshot Endless game. We meet again. At least this time the theme is one I can appreciate. Jay and Silent Bob. Sporting an appearance that bears more than a passing similarity to the ones used in the animated series, the mischievous duo are trying to see how far Bob can fly with the assistance of a large rubber band gun and some firecrackers. Set an angle, let go, and tap the screen to blast Lunchbox around the screen, or use up your ammunition to remove a game-halting hazard from your way. Your ultimate aim is to master the area you're in, with various objectives rewarding you with cash that can be spent on upgrades to help you out. At times, these missions border on being silly, as they can be very luck-based, but the real dampener is that the game just lacks anything to keep you invested in the current run. You'll either score at large, or you'll fail miserably. Add in menus that take a few seconds to register any action, and replaying over and over can quickly become tedious. Fans of Kevin Smith and his works may get a kick out of the many references packed in over the levels you play in, but aside from that, it's a weak entry into an almost abandoned genre. Consider this pick of the week a belated recognition of a game deserving of the honour. I could be more honest and say that nothing over the week has really piqued my interest for the award, but there's no doubting that had I reviewed this game when it came out, it would have definitely been a top pick. This does raise a second point though, as we'll now be able to award 2 picks of the week if there happen to be any iPad exclusives that are deemed to be good enough. We'll always place a preference on iPhone and Universal apps though, as they can be played on all devices, generally making them better value all round. And that's our wrap-up for this week. Don't forget to check out Dave's new posts up on our website. He's been working hard on providing additional content for our followers, and it's as easy as keeping track of us via Twitter or Facebook to keep up with all the news. For more news, reviews, and features, also hit subscribe up above and check out our channel for the games you've been thinking about picking up. Have a great weekend. This has been Andrew with AppSpy.com. We review, you decide.